Once again, it's Jonah Pipney with a Bears reaction video. I made a video not too long ago, but I did something and just messed it all the way up, but it's all good. I actually get the chance to sit back and actually think about everything that just happened and process everything a lot better. Matt Nagy play calling was excellent for all quarters of the game. He finally allowed Mitchell Trubisky to be the quarterback that he should be, an athletic quarterback that can make plays. He moved him around early in the pocket. I said this all in my prediction video that if Matt Nagy moved Mitchell Trubisky around early and then have him settle in the pocket, he's going to have a similar game that he had against the Lions. And he pretty much did. And this time he actually ran all over the field. He was 23 out of 31 for 244, 3 touchdowns. Yes, he did throw that head scratching ass interception at the beginning of the game. And then even after that, the defense stepped up, and I don't know what's going on with Cal full of hands. It's like he catching with bricks again, like he did in 2017 when he could have had like 10, 11 interceptions and ended up with just two because for some reason the man just couldn't catch air for some reason. But once again, the defense holds up. Yeah, they gave up that garbage time touchdowns at the end with Cowboys scoring 17 points in the fourth quarter. But it really didn't matter because the game was over by then, even though Dak Prescott did throw just a beautiful pass to Amari Cooper. It didn't matter who was covering him on that play. That ball just dropped exactly down like on some Madden type of shit. But anyways, defense did their job without Roquan Smith being there for majority of the game. Still was missing Prince Amukamara. Kevin Tolliver, he did a decent job. He could have had an interception or two. I don't know what he was doing with that. Instead of actually running to pick it off, the man stretch out and his whole body gets stiff and fall over. I don't know what that was about. Anyways, the offense came to play. They not playing like no 27 ranked offense no more. They playing more like a top 10 offense, and the Cowboys played more like the goddamn 27 ranked offense. Dak Prescott is not as good as they say he is. I finally actually paid attention to him. I really did. I started reviewing over his stats, reviewing over his games. And once again, like I said in my previous video, I was surprised that he was even ranked the number one passer in the league. I was like, how the hell is that? Garbage time, straight garbage time touchdowns, and playing against horrible teams. That's how he the leading guy. He threw for 326 against us. But 160 of those yards came when the game was over, and Chuck Pagano, I don't know why he and most of the season Nagy get conservative when they lead in the game, keep attacking them and just shut them down and just kill them. Point period. But anyways, once again, Allen Robinson has a great game. Out of 8 targets, he had 5 receptions for 48 yards, 2 tough red zone touchdowns. I don't know how Trubisky even fit that second touchdown in between him and Jalen Smith, but somehow he did. And luckily he was in the end zone because somehow the refs probably would have tried to cheat the Bears on that one like they was trying to cheat all the rest of the game. So like 10 damn face mask calls that weren't even called on the Cowboys. I don't know how many times you can grab somebody's face mask and then not get called. They really is America's team, huh? Fucking lames. About saying, I guess they didn't put enough money in those refs' pocket. They was like, "No, you ain't give us enough. You gave us 500. We need 1,000, I guess." But anyway, Anthony Miller had 3 receptions, 42 yards, his first touchdown of the season, which that run was spectacular. But he did once again drop the ball at the most important time that could have extended the drive. At that time, that could have easily prevented Dallas from scoring that extra garbage time touchdown, which Amari Cooper wound up catching in the end zone on Tolliver. But I'm not even worried about that. Up next is the Packers. That's going to be a real tough game for our Bears. Last time we did hold them to 10 points, but they held us to 3. And man, Adrian Amos picking the ball off at the end, just making us just look all types of bad. Like, man, maybe we should have paid him. But either way, I haven't even heard much from him or none of the defensive players from the Packers since then. Since then, they've been playing pretty decent defense, but nowhere near like they played probably the first 4, maybe 5 games of the season. Since then, they ain't settled down. They more likely in the middle of the pack. I'm pretty sure they decent in the run, but once again, they can get the ball thrown over the top of them, just like the Cowboys did. I said it. I said the Cowboys defense is not as good as people say they are. I had it switched around with the defensive stats. They supposed to be 8th in against the pass and 16th against the run. They played the run pretty decent, other than the fact that David Montgomery did have 20 carries for 86 yards, but he did that with this offensive line, which is finally actually gelling a little bit in the run game. But Charles Leno, oh my God, that man needs to be just executed. Not literally, but literally, like taken off the field. Like, that man is terrible. He is trash. That man cannot protect his children from other children. Like, that man has no awareness, no protection skills. That man awareness on Madden should be 48, protection skills 30. You're like, boy, that that man is trash. That man needs to go ahead and have a seat and smoke a cigarette or something. That I don't know what's going on with him. Put the white boy in, put bars in, because the one play he was in, he picked up the stunts against Detroit. He did everything he was supposed to do. As soon as Leno get back in, Trubisky gets sacked. But that was against Detroit. This game, Trubisky gets sacked again because of him. I'm like, man, can't nobody just save that man. Ain't no saying, give him a chance. None of that. The man got paid and just didn't care anymore. But I can't keep talking about him because I'm happy that my team won. We are now 7-6, and moving forward right now, the team is doing excellent. I still feel like they're gonna beat the Packers. I'm hoping. Matter of fact, I ain't no hoping. I know they're gonna beat the Packers. They're gonna split this. They're gonna split the season with the Packers. Then I still feel like they're gonna beat the Chiefs in Chicago because the Chiefs defense is just trash. Yes, they have an excellent pass rush. They have fast corners and people fly around the ball from sideline to sideline, but they can definitely get beat downfield if you letting the Bucks put up 54 points on your damn team. I'm not even worried about the Chiefs defensively. Offensively, with Tyreek Hill, I can't remember the tight end name. It don't matter. I just know he a dog on the field. I know those two specifically can just eat us up all game. So I don't know who they gonna have guarding him. They probably gonna have to do double over the top over Tariq Hill, and then have hopefully, if Roquan Smith is back by then, have Roquan Smith specifically shadow they tight end, because he the only one I know that can probably keep up with him at the linebacker position, and also just get a pass rush going. Because once again, Khalil Mack came to play. He gets the sack on Dak Prescott. I did predict that Leonard Floyd was gonna do something, but no, he didn't do nothing in terms of pass rush. But it was decent in coverage at the times that was called for him to be decent in coverage, and he did get in a few plays and stopping the run. So that was one thing that I'm happy about. Val Nichols, I haven't heard that man's name hardly ever this season. I know he had a broken hand. I've mentioned that before. But this is the first time I actually seen the man show up and actually put in work consistently. I haven't seen this Val Nichols since last season. I still say put Nick Williams in his spot, and then have him come off with Roy Robertson Harris, which both of them actually was bridging through the middle of the pocket, and actually with Mac coming through and switching up and not getting chipped by the tight end, he had plenty of plays where he was hitting the quarterback, had a lot of quarterback hits. I think he had about 4 or 5 quarterback hits. He really just did his thing out there, and the Bears is really just on the roll right now. All we can do now is look at Sunday and see what's going to happen along with the Vikings. The Packers, I don't know who they playing, but I think they playing a trash team unless that team just all of a sudden just pull a miracle like the Dolphins did with the Eagles. You know, that's pretty much over with, because somehow I still don't know how the Cowboys can still be 6-7 and still leading a division. That means NFC East is just, oh boy, terrible. I wish the Bears played in the NFC East. Then we can definitely, boy, the Bears wouldn't even be 6-6. They'd probably be 9-3 with that damn with that division. They shouldn't be losing no games in that type of division. But anyways, once again, I'm happy that the Bears is doing their thing. Matt Nagy is just, he's calling better games. This time it didn't take him until almost a half to get it together. He did it the whole game. He's getting himself together, and the Bears are starting to get the ball rolling like they did last season, with an addition of Mitch Trubisky throwing the ball more consistently than he did last season. Yeah, he's done it only in the last 3 games, but if he keep this up on the roll and Matt Nagy keep his play calling up, and the whole team just keep playing better with an addition of Akeem Hicks coming back next week, I know he's not going to play the full game. I know they're not going to get him all those reps. I would be more pissed that they gave him all those reps when he's been gone that long. That man is probably not even in the best of shape. I'm pretty sure he's going to be excellent at stopping the run. He probably will mess around and get a sack. But yeah, hopefully he can play well. And the only time it seemed like Floyd show up is against the Packers. So let's see if he shows up and then get another 2 sacks on Aaron Rodgers. I might predict that in my next video, but I'm not going to talk about that too much. But yes, once again, the Bears get the victory, and I'm just happy that they did, because once Dallas stormed down the field the first drive, I was like, oh my God, here we go. Please don't be the Rams part 2. And then all of a sudden, right after that interception and then the punt, and they got the ball back, they drove right back down the field. No turnovers. Allen Robinson touchdown. Punt again by the Cowboys. Once again, drilling it in with another touchdown. Field goal. Eddie Pinheiro made a field goal. So that's another good thing that I was happy to see. But man, I'm just happy that this team is doing what the hell they supposed to do. Where was this all season? If this would have been going on all season, and then they don't blow the game against the Raiders, they don't blow the game against especially the goddamn Chargers, this team can easily have 9 victories. But woulda, coulda, shoulda. We at where we at. Now we just have to win out and hope that the Vikings just continue to implode, because now they're missing Cook. I don't know if I haven't looked up to see if he's gonna come back. And man, let's go Bears. Let's go. Once again, this is Jonah Pipney with another Bears reaction video. Bear the fuck down.